Mandy, what's that? What were those flowers?
These are hibiscus.
Okay.
We're going to make a hibiscus tea for Susanna. And we're going to get some mint. And then we're going to go into the veggie patch. So it's a little bit of all.
It's okay.
We're going to get some lemongrass and some kaffir lime leaves.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, Mandy, we've come inside. We've brought the flower leaf tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the next step?
So we're going to put some honey in, maybe a tablespoon of honey. And pour boiling water over it. And let it steep for a little while. It's going to go a really beautiful dark purple magenta sort of a colour, and the fragrance is just beautiful. Can you see the colour of that? Just gorgeous.
The colour's
Can you
beautiful.
smell
I
the
can
beautiful-
smell it.
I don't know if it's the lemongrass, the kaffir lime.
It's definitely
lime.
citrus.
And I've pre-frozen some lemon juice in these little containers, and have a look at the change of the colour that's going to happen when you put the citrus in there. It's going to go a beautiful red colour. And then we'll just let that steep for a little while. It's going to make a beautiful fragrant flower tea.
It's just visually so beautiful.
It is, yeah.
When you said you were going to make me a hibiscus tea, I just thought you were going to grab a tea bag. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
And here we are, straight from the garden, and just
My friend Stella taught me this.
show you that one.
Yes.
Thank you, Stella.
Beautiful.
And these are all the amazing ways that you can connect with your garden, right? All different ways that you use your garden.
In this case, everything was from the garden. The honey came from my son's beehive. So that's beautiful. So we're going to pour it out in the honey.
There's something extra special when you've managed to get the things from your own garden or from somebody that you know,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
It's different. Yeah.
And we'll just hand that here.
Oh, look at that colour.
That's beautiful. There you go. You can put a little
Thank you
beautiful
very
mint
much.
leaf in there.
So I'm a huge fan of herbal teas,
Yes.
and I love the ritual around making tea.
Yes.
And I've just got to say that I think that was the most beautiful experience of anybody making me a cup of tea ever.
Yes.
To go out in the garden and make that for me. So
Lovely.
thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Okay, Mandy, have a sip. I've had to turn the video back on because I just had a sip of this tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me hand this to
Yes.
you. Over to here. I just had a sip of this tea. Look at the colour of this. This is... I know that people are probably thinking I'm just making this up. It's not. This is the most delicious tea I have ever tasted.
It's fragrant. The kaffir lime leaves, it's just a beautiful combination.
It is so beautiful. Have you ever tried making this as an iced tea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I can imagine just the colour of that would be wonderful. It's got this
put it in
freshness to it.
I've got a beautiful glass jar that I leave
Let me
it
turn
sitting.
that around while you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do?
I have had, I often use this, which is actually a vase. So it hasn't been used as a vase. If it's cool, because it would probably crack this. But I
Yes.
have filled this and then had it sitting on the counter for the day. And as you want a nice cool iced drink, you decant it, put a little bit of an ice cube in. I've also used that as the water base, and then added for 2 litres of that water.
Yes.
Added half a cup of sugar, and then fermented it with the kefir. The kefir grains,
Yes.
and then you
Which
end
we
up
haven't
with
even
a spark.
spoken about.
No,
There's
no.
so many things you're doing here.
Yes, and then
Okay.
you've got this fragrant, sparkling, beautiful, refreshing drink.
With all the benefits
with
of
all
the
the
kefir.
yes.
Okay, so if somebody hasn't heard of a kefir grain, are you able to explain?
Well, there's
quickly
actually a wonderful site called Dom's Kefir, and he's got everything to do with kefir. I'd only be reinventing the wheel.
Is that a website?
Yeah, Google
Okay.
just Dom's Kefir, K-E-F. Some people pronounce it kefir.
Yeah, I've heard
Kefir,
kefir. I've never known.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, if you want to. So I have used the milk. So this is this is the milk kefir that we started last night, and it has set and thickened, and I suspect that that's the little kefir grain. So we've just really shifted tack here, haven't we?
That's okay.
So there's my little kefir grain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can then be reused.
I will reuse that, put that into fresh milk, so I can put that straight into the fridge. Put, these are the ball mason jars, so put the inner lid in there, put that in the fridge, and it's like often a runny yogurt, and I've used 1 kefir grain in this amount of milk, and it's set it like a yogurt, and it's mild. It's not too sour with the 1 kefir grain. So from this you can make kefir cheese, cream cheese, and I have rinsed the kefir grains, flushed them, and added. So these are actually milk kefir grains rather than water kefir grains, and I've converted that, and that information is on that Dom's Kefir site about converting the milk kefir grains
over to the water grains.
You can convert from milk to water, but you can't go from water back to milk.
Okay, it's great to know that you can convert, because I didn't know that. And why would somebody have the water one? What does it's all about? It adds a carbonation, so it's like making your own carbonated drink at home. Is that right?
Yes, and that you've got the benefits of the bacteria are helpful. I think there are something like 70, 90 different bacterias.
Yeah.
And depending on where you are, they'll pick up specific bacterias to your location.
Yeah.
So someone who's in Scandinavia would have a different set of bacterias to someone here in North Queensland.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's just you get what you need in your area.
Yes.
So the benefits are around you're making your own drinks at home.
Yes.
And then you've got the health benefits.
Yes.
And then you've got the taste.
It's refreshing, and it's like a carbonated, fermented sugar water. So it's a sugar water to start with, 2 litres of water to half a cup of sugar, and you let that ferment until these start dancing up and down. You can see little air bubbles floating to the top, and then you decant separate the kefir grains, add them to a new fresh water,
and you start all over,
and you just keep going. But all that information is on that
website.
Dom's DOM.
Yes.
Dom's Kefir.
Thank you for showing that.
You're welcome.
We're all over the place with all these amazing different things. We've got the sourdough bread on here. We've got the tea.
Yes.
But it's really inspirational, Mandy.
Yes.
Thank you for showing us your kitchen.
You're welcome.
Okay.